Darcy,
Brian,
the stay-at-home gamers, and tonight our topic of discussion is board game date nights.
Cool.
My favorite. Especially if I'm winning.
It's true.
We have some games that are strictly two-player, but any game that pretty much can accommodate two players, we will play.
One player on those lonely date nights.
Really a date night when you're by yourself. I mean, not that you can't date yourself, but, you know. So, one of the reasons why I definitely wanted to talk about board gaming as a date night activity is because, for one, it is super budget-friendly.
It is, yeah.
I mean, buying lots of games can get expensive, yes, but there's so much replayability. So when you buy a game, you're investing in lots and lots of playtime. And it's a great way to spend time together without having to go out, though we have gone out for board game date nights. Around in our general area in the big city near us, Milwaukee. There's a few different places that you can go and play games. There's Binary, which is pretty low-key kind of, you know. It's a bar, but it's not, like, loud and crazy.
Just be a room or at the bar in it, and then you buy food and drinks, play games.
Yeah. And there's lots of games on the shelves, along the walls. And then we haven't gone to Oak and Shield yet, but that opened up in May. I believe it was May 4th.
I was saying it's like a board game store along with them.
Yeah, it's a board game store and pub, so you can go there, have lunch, have dinner, and play games. 42 Lounge.
Yeah. Oh, that was just a game, or just a geeky bar.
You know, I'm not honestly sure.
We can also do like we did on Sunday when I was with the family. We can go to, the board games. Play games. So you can pay for a couple of hours to play anything.
Yeah. Yeah, at ours, at Board Game Barrister, I have like their rewards thing or whatever, but you don't have to be a member necessarily. But they had open gaming on Sunday, so we were able to just go in and sit at a table and play games from their library of games on the back wall. On the days that it's not free, it's not very expensive. No. So it's just a couple of bucks.
You can't eat in there, but
no, you can't eat in there.
There's a food cart outside if you.
So those are nice ways that we can go out and enjoy gaming, as well as we've gone out with our friends and done that as well, but also at home, because the best time that we can.
We get a lot of date nights.
No, we don't. But one of the best ways to connect with each other after the kids are in bed, or I shouldn't say the best, but one of the best ways to connect with each other after the kids are in bed is to play board games. And we play a lot of different kinds. Like we obviously play competitive ones, but we also play a lot of cooperative ones.
But we do play cooperatively.
If you don't like losing to one another.
We're not like hardcore competitors.
No.
So we help each other anyway.
No. I mean, I enjoy winning, but yeah, if I see something like obvious, or something that I'm like, oh, if you did this, this might work or whatever. Yeah. Like we're still nice to each other. Yeah. But it's definitely a great way to, improve our communication. And when we're doing cooperative games, it's great teamwork. It's a great way to just, relax, blow off steam. Yeah. I like to keep the mind sharp.
Getting old, I keep thinking.
Well, I have the kids sucking my brain cells out. Yeah. They just. So this kind of helps.
Yeah, keep them strong.
Keep me thinking and things like that. But we have a few different ones that we really enjoy playing together, especially when it's just the two of us. So we'll share those with you. Yeah. And like I said, if you have a favorite two-player game, whether it's one that we share tonight or one that we don't, please let us know in the comments. Start off?
Yeah. Got some here that we like to play two-player. And Heroes is good. It's more 2 or more, 2 to 4.
But it works really well, two-player.
You can't see that, can you? You can't see that. Yeah, it works really well. I mean, two-player is fine. Play a bunch of times, especially when
Yeah, it's a great one to play when the kids are asleep in a hotel room and you don't want to sit in the dark and do nothing.
Yeah, we did this first. We did that
at Origins.
Origins, yeah. We didn't have anything yet.
Yeah.
So we just sat there and I was like, okay. Well. Go sleep.
I mean, there's player interaction throughout the entire time, but you don't have to be like loud and noisy.
No.
So it just worked really
small,
really well to just be able to.
I mean, if you have packs and stuff, it might be bigger, but still, the base game is really small. So I can fit in a bag or a suitcase.
It's in my purse.
It does. Heavy, but
it fits. We've been enjoying Hanamakoji. This is another good 2-player game that we've just started playing recently.
Are we playing this on Twitch on Thursday?
Yes. We will be playing this Hero Realms live on Twitch.
If you want to see how it plays, totally show up on, or watch on Twitch on Thursday.
Yes.
I mean, that'll also be up on YouTube once we're done, but if you want to see it live and ask questions and interact, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And if you want to help make
decisions.
Help me win.
There we go.
If you want to help make decisions on how, what we buy from the market or how we attack each other or things like that, might be a good time to pop in. I do have videos on Hanamakoji on our YouTube channel, how to play, as well as we did a playthrough on Twitch last week. But this is a good 2-player game. It's definitely... There's luck involved, but there's some thinking, too, with trying to figure out...
Yeah, not as much as the other one we played the other day, but definitely you try to keep track of stuff, but it's not super involved. You just kind of...
Yeah, it's a nice one for just kind of like...
Yeah.
Just chilling. Like at that.
That's on the outside. There was that whole...
Yeah.
Yeah. Weight. I think that's what I mean by weight. It's not super heavy in your brain.
No. So, but it's fun. It's very
pretty. This one's fun too. I mean, this one's actually for 2 or more players too, but Avengers are again right now. Mm-hmm. You're probably watching it, and if you haven't, you should see it. But it's always good to take on Thanos. Plus, it's cooperative. Mm-hmm. It's always different. It's moves many different ways, so it's fun to try to win. We have to increase our
villains.
We'll have to increase our difficulty because we're winning more often now. So. Like this one, like those co-op kind of games like Pandemic or this. This one's really good. And
I feel like, so some cooperative games, I feel like it's helpful to have more than 2, even if we do play okay with 2, just because of certain roles.
It's a balance. Once you have more, then you have more roles and more chances to lose.
True.
So it evens out, which is really nice mechanic.
But with this one, I feel like how it goes when there's 2 of you is not that much different than if there's more, because
it's true.
Like your home base character and stuff, it's not a huge difference.
Instead of splitting up to all the heroes, you can recruit a bunch more to have them split up around everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like in Pandemic, you're getting a role like a medic or
you have a special
like
role. It's not super specific on this game. You have specialties that are different, but it's not as big as...
I don't think it impacts the play as much.
Yeah, because we can get a Pandemic one, like, well, we got the medic. We had the medic in the other one, the other medical one, and we're like...
Researcher or something.
It was, like, amazing.
But if you get the wrong combo, it's really, really hard with 2 players. Whereas with this one, like, I'm really comfortable playing it with 2. Mm-hmm. We've played it with 4, and it's a lot of fun, too. Yeah. And definitely enjoy it, and right now is a great time because
the feelings are fresh again.
Yeah,
we were almost done watching it with the kids, so we're gonna be getting to the end.
Yes, but if you want to learn how to play it, I put up a video today on YouTube. Yes. Today, it's a fresh video explaining how to play. So it is a lot of fun.
It sounds complicated, but it's not once you get the hang of it. Once you get into it, lots of moving parts, but really, it all just happens in order.
Yeah. But it's definitely a good one. We've enjoyed
some of our surprises this year. We didn't think about it when we went to Origins, and then now we're like, some of our favorites.
Yeah, definitely. And it's one that we like to introduce to other people when we can.
Especially people that like Marvel movies and stuff, they get more into it.
So another 2-player game that we enjoy is called Patchwork. So I mean,
for 2 players.
It is for.
That says on.
It's for 2 players. Only 2 players. Who knew a board game about quilting could be so fun? So I mean, we are children of the... So we're very, like, used to Tetris and puzzle-ish kind of games. But this is fun because there's some currency with buttons, of course, because of quilting. And you're buying different pieces and then trying to fill your quilt board. And you're trying to fill it in the most, and you're trying to have
solid,
the highest currency. You want to have the most buttons and all that kind of stuff. But it's fun. It's definitely
it's not super long.
No, it's not
easy
super
to
long.
learn. When you start playing with you learn it pretty fast.
Yeah.
And then it's coming with
it's a good thinking
quicker
one,
right? Smaller, quicker one.
Patchwork Express. But it's a good, like, thinking one if you like puzzles and stuff.
Yeah, it's not overly heavy either.
Mm-mm. But, I mean, really, when we buy games, not only do we think about games that we can play with the kids, we think a lot about what games we can play together without the children.
Oh, yeah.
So, we don't have a whole lot of games that require 3 or more players. We have a few.
It's less of a problem now versus old enough to play some.
But otherwise, it's like, we definitely need to know that we can play it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, at least 2.
I mean,
some have special rules for 2. And
it's true. There are some that have slightly different rules depending on the number of players.
I mean, Steel Unicorn is like that. Like it takes take a bunch of cards out, so it evens out.
I don't like that one as much 2-player. I mean, I love that game, but I don't like it as much 2-player.
Yeah, we played it once, and I wasn't.
I much prefer it with like a group of people. Yeah. And then one of our other favorites that we didn't actually pull off the shelf, which is kind of buried down behind you, but we've mentioned it before, is Roleplayer.
Oh yeah, it's buried down behind.
Like
there's one over there.
It's really fun character creation, and we're like competing against each other in terms of getting the most reputation points based on the characters that we put together with the dice that you roll and things like that.
Yeah,
and
that one can go different ways.
Yeah. So
it's fun to create backstories for your characters.
And since that one takes longer, like it definitely feels like a date.
Yeah, that one can take, especially with an expansion, you can take it over an hour. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it can easily take like an hour.
Yeah, some other ones in here. Bunny Kingdom was fun with 2 players.
Oh yes.
Maybe we played that in a while. We should bring that out again.
Yes. Sometime. I feel a little special thrill when I win Bunny Kingdom.
Yeah, because that one kind of you don't know till the end sometimes because of all the special cards
you have collect. Cards that you hide that will help you gain points at the end, so you can really come out and surprise your opponent towards the end. But you're taking over territories with your little bunnies and like building castles and things like that. So, and then there are that's one of them that has slightly different rules for 2-player.
Yeah, it's where you do double the cards or whatever.
And we have to discard.
That did change a lot once you play with the rest of it. When we had 3 players, it was like, wow.
It was a completely different.
It was.
Like, a completely different strategy.
Yeah.
With having 2 players versus having 3 players.
Because the cards get discarded with your 2 players because you discard one and you use one.
Because I look and be like, okay, I have to discard one. I know he needs this, so I'm getting rid of it like now.
So it felt really different when I had 3 players. So, but most of these games we play 2-player. Domino, King Domino, Queen Domino, Secret Grotto. We haven't played in a while. No, it's fun.
So, I mean, we definitely make sure to have us time frequently.
So if it's a date night, we have no money.
Right. I mean, playing a game, it's a good way to have fun together and then not have to spend a bunch of money and not have to look for a babysitter and all that kind of stuff.
Talk to people outside.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Talk to other people. Mm-hmm. Hey, I don't even have to necessarily talk to you when I play some of these games. We just sit across from each other and
silence.
Do our thing. Now, even though I've said that we're talking about board gaming, we also play video games together.
Yeah, we did that. At Stardew Valley last night.
Yeah,
because Twitch, co-op.
Yeah. We like to find a variety of games that we can play together, and
then in terms of video games, I mean, just Stardew Valley was we each have a copy of it and play, but couch co-op type games are important too, like Mario Karts and Overcooked, where you can sit at the couch and play rather than having to be online.
You can snuggle next to each other when you're playing, and then you can bump them over.
Yeah. Because most games nowadays, you need to have a copy, you need to have it online, you need to have 2 TVs, and it's kind of a pain. So.
But there's a lot of options that, so if you need any suggestions, definitely let us know. But, if there's something that you've been playing and that you really enjoy kind of as your date night or, time after the kids are in bed, let us know in the comments. Gaming is just like so ingrained in our life. Yeah. So
yeah, it doesn't seem like a weird thing to me to play video games.
We don't really it's not like we sit and schedule like we're gonna have a date night tonight and this is what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
That's only if we're getting a babysitter.
Yeah.
That's when it's like
you see a movie.
this whole like usually it's a movie.
Yeah, it's a whole logistics thing. Yeah. People get over here, and then you gotta make sure they're okay with it. And then,
make sure the timing works and all that
dog's
kind of stuff.
Dog's not home alone too long and all that stuff.
Yeah, so there's a lot more that has to go. A lot more brain power that has to go in planning that. Whereas
just put them in there and then
pretty much
play games
every evening, time together.
Yeah,
a lot of times that is playing. That's why I like having some of the short games too, because it's easy to play a quick game, maybe watch some TV, and then go to bed.
Yeah. Yeah, Roleplayer, it's like we need to, we're playing Roleplayer tonight? Okay, well, we need to start at
we need more time.
10 o'clock, so we need to be done by midnight or whatever. That's a big pickup.
It's a little bit more setup. Yeah. That one takes more setup and takedown. Whereas, like, Hanno Koji, Patchwork, Hero Realms, like, there's not much of anything to the setup.
Deal the cards and then put the cards away. Yeah.
I mean, even Thanos Rising, there's lots of pieces, but the setup is not that bad.
No, it's a quick one. So it
only
takes like 45 minutes. If you're
play.
Horrible at it.
You mean like the first time we played? Yeah, it took like over an hour, and then we still missed like a key part from the rules that we did wrong.
That's about all for our first play. Especially in these more advanced games than you're used to. It's not Candyland. Up and down, okay, here we go, done, we're done.
It's true. So. Which is why, after several plays, I actually really enjoy doing the how-to videos because it helps reinforce what I know when I feel like I have to teach somebody, but also I know how helpful it can be to have someone just explain and kind of show you. Yeah. Sometimes it's much easier than trying to read through the rules.
There was that comic about, or a fake story about how the guy got together for their annual, like, how to read the game rules night or whatever. Yeah. 2 hours of reading game rules.
Well, I mean, some games...
Yeah, we don't play any of those games yet. We have no room for those kind of games.
Like it's
Gloomhavens and
really...
stuff where it's like a massive... It's like a world set up and you have like... That's where I save those for video games because it does all the work for you. Like, I'm playing Civ 6 and it's like there's so many mechanics and layers and stuff. I just
like
put the game to keep track of it and then just tell me the numbers. So that's what video games are good for. And I did do a post about that.
Yes, you did. On the blur of... board gaming and video gaming.
It's just on this page if you scroll up. That's kind of like, some of those are good for the computer, some are good for the board game, and they're kind of going back and forth, but something one place, some are going another place, and they go both ways. So.
Yeah, but I do feel like board games for a date night tends to be overlooked.
Yeah.
Like even by people who like
go to the bar
play games.
Or go to movies or something, or have dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Order pizza and play a game.
You could even like make it into like a themed night. Like you could have snacks that kind of go along with what you're doing. You could dress up.
Captain America shield out.
When we get the Disney Villainous game,
it's end of August.
You know I'm gonna wear my Maleficent horns when we play that.
You have your apple you got.
Oh yes, I won Nightmare Before Christmas. Monopoly. I said that in the completely wrong order. It's the 25th anniversary of Nightmare Before Christmas, and USAopoly has an edition of Monopoly, and I won. It was like their Instagram contest.
You can win things.
Sometimes
you never think you win things on those things.
I honestly didn't even realize I was entering.
And the tip board game ones don't get as many entries as other things.
No. They don't.
So if you want some board games.
What's funny is I didn't even realize I was entering because I was just commenting because I was excited because I love Nightmare Before Christmas. I wasn't even paying attention to the fact that it was a giveaway.
I enjoy Monopoly. If it's just us two, I think we do well. The kids, they get bored after a half hour.
They do.
There's elements to buy all certain ones. So
which is why I buy things and then sell it to him for more. I do that to my children.
Yeah, he's cool with it.
They just want to get all the same set, so I just make sure to buy things that they want to buy from me. But I had no thought before you were pointing at that game, and I don't remember what it was now.
Sorry.
That's okay. But yeah, you could do themes. Somewhere we have shaped cookie cutters. Mm. That would be like fun, like with Patchwork.
There you go. A lot of work then.
Yeah.
But if you're into themes, I guess.
But if you wanted to make it feel a little bit more, I don't know, unique or something other than it's just another night where we're playing games. Like you could,
something like that,
you know. I'm not ever very good at ending things.
Right. If you have favorite games or you were looking for some ideas, you comment on the replay and we'll check it.
We really should put together an actual post about board game suggestions for date nights. You like how I just like, we should do that.
All right. We should do that.
We should do that. We should come up with a list of suggestions and put that together so that people can reference it.
Yeah, and Thursday we'll be playing Hero Realms.
On Twitch. Twitch.tv. What? Twitch.tv/stay-at-home-gamers.
Yeah. Follow us on there. I mean, you don't have to have an account to watch us on there, but you can't chat without an account.
It's true.
Next Tuesday, we figured it out yet?
I think it makes sense to talk about World of Warcraft next Tuesday.
The World of Warcraft expansion comes out Tuesday, and we played that a lot in the past, so we thought we'd reminisce and talk. And
chat about that. So if that's a game that you have played or are interested in jumping into, I mean, if you go back on our blog and look at the back, all the cold content is still there, and all my fan fiction that I wrote.
Post about WoW and all that stuff. We were into it. Ago.
Crazy how long
2004 came out. 14 years.
I feel old.
I was like, oh, it's a cool game. Now I can get my kids to play it now.
Like, that makes me feel old.
It's not like it's, Pac-Man or something. It's a game that's alive. It's constantly evolving. So that's next Tuesday on this.
But that was something we used to do, like, still in the theme of...
Those are date nights, yeah.
Date nights, our computers at the time were in the same room and were, near each other, and we would go questing together and stuff.
Yep.
Like, we had specific characters that we played together.
For a while, we were an officer of a guild. So we
would do, some different dungeon runs and things like that. Like, that was our quality time together.
It was.
Couples who game together stay together.
It's true. Yeah, so I'll see you Thursday and Tuesday.
Yep.
I can turn this off.
Thanks so much for watching. Have a good night.
Employee, turn it off.
And we'll see you at the next game.